No, this is a winners. Yes,
Yeah,
this
this
is a
is
winners
winners
round
round
4
4.
match. So winner of this will be on to winner semis. Also, I like all the spectators. You've got Kazu, Andy, and Edge for all 3 restreams there.
Yeah,
At the very least,
we
we
got
do
a
have
lot.
the
We got a
connection to
lot.
make
We
it
got
happen.
quite a bit of coverage for this one.
Truly connected here on TEC. And all right, here we go. On to the first match.
Here we go.
Again, this is first of 3.
All right, Jaden starting off with that standard 6-3 sprint.
It looks like, well, perhaps had a little bit of a misdrop there in the opener. Again, not going to have to worry too much, but Jaden is trying to put a lot of pressure on there, actually forcing Lowell to zone a little bit preemptively.
Lowell is playing pretty efficiently. Oh, right there is the perfect clear. Didn't quite get it in zone, which would have been a huge increase in damage, but, you know, you can take what you can get. Jaden here, ready for another counter zone. Gonna send a huge spike here. But
doing a very clever overhang made with the Z for the T-spin single, helping to clean that stack up just a little bit more efficiently there on Lowell's side. And Jaden is setting up some crazy T-spins there.
Yeah, Lowell doing a bit of just simple down stacking. Oh, that L misdrop is gonna throw a wrench in the plans, though.
Gonna be a little difficult to work with. Jaden, I think, trying to spike now, realizing that misdrop there.
Lowell is struggling to stay alive, manages to keep it going, makes that overhang for the T-spin double, but misdrops, and that is going to be lethal.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are just one too many misdrops. Jaden able to capitalize 143 drops per minute with almost 100 APM in that match. Gotta say, we've seen a lot of TEC players improve on some speed recently, as these players are flying with some of these opening blitzes.
Yeah. I think as this game starts to get older and older, you just see like a lot more people get into it, a lot more people get familiar with the mechanics of this game, and you know, you just get crazy efficiency like what we're seeing from Jaden right now.
Yeah, Lowell's using as much garbage as they possibly can and still getting pushed up and up on their board right now.
Hanging in there. Jaden almost overstacking there. Could have given Lowell the win, but, you know, just pulling through. Lowell with a bit of a messy stack, but, you know, could downstack this.
Yep. Jaden's starting zone with a misdrop.
Yeah, Lowell is in a bit of a sticky spot, but, you know, manages to clean that up pretty nicely.
Yeah, Jaden not going to waste any... Yeah.
That is a significant spike. Manages to downsize it a little bit, though.
Yeah, it was a very interesting choice from Jaden, not really going for too much of a high zone clear, just making sure to get that Perfectress off as soon as possible here.
It's really interesting to see the players go with their zones, go with different strategies and approaches to zone. Ooh, that infinite TST got cut. Not infinite. That TST tower. Still pulled it off.
31 Octorus. And
there's a fractal right there from Lowell, but that's still going to be a lot of damage to deal with. Has another zone ready. Gonna get some good efficiency. Ooh, that eye misdrop though is gonna.
Oh, but Jaden sends it into phase 3, so this is all gonna be cheesy garbage.
Yeah, cheesy garbage. Both players still in this. Lowell definitely getting a good amount of damage on their board here. Ugh.
Getting that
definitely looks a bit messy,
DPS.
but you know, it's not the end until
the end.
Yeah, you know, can never say it's the end too early.
Yeah, it looks.
Oh yeah, and look at that downstack from Lowell, getting a huge combo there, working really well to get it. Ooh, getting that Z-spin kick.
Oh, really nice no. That's an unfortunate OP misdrop there on Lowell's side.
Gonna try to still do what they can here.
It looks like Jaden trying to take this opportunity to send a quick zone, but needs it to be worthwhile here. Getting to get there, counting to 4 with the Tetris.
Yep, sounds good. Looks good. Lowell is in a bit of a tight spot here, but, you know, nothing like a little zone down stacking could fix. Just as long as Jaden doesn't send something huge.
Well, it looks like that's exactly what Jaden's trying to do here, going on the 6-3 sprint as Lowell forced a down stack.
Yeah, Lowell's got a lot of garbage to deal with already. It's not like Jaden needs to be sending a whole lot more.
Ooh, and
Lowell, interesting.
T-spin could help, but it's creating some issues there with down stacking.
Yeah,
and
Lowell was doing all they could there just to, like, you know, keep themselves going, but unfortunately Jaden's pressure was just far too much for them to handle. And now we go into game 3. Match point for Jaden here.
it looked like Jaden resorting to 6-3, but unfortunately having a little bit of a misstep.
Clear. Let's see how Jaden can counteract that.
Oof. Oh, and another really bad eyepiece misdrop. Looks like Jaden's actually going to zone here to get some pressure off.
Yeah, that's definitely a safe call from Jaden there, you know, just try to make sure you don't have to deal with the huge amount of
Oh, and Lowell gonna start a really early zone here. I'm not sure which opener this is, but it's going to be a PC fine.
That actually managed to turn things around, despite the very low line clear.
Oh, with Jaden having stuff ready there.
Okay, I see what's going on here. Looks like Lowell's fishing for those perfect clears.
Oh no, when they missed the T.
Not quite. That T piece is gonna not rotate enough. That might.
Do they have enough skims?
Is there enough skims? I don't.
Yes, there is. We get a quarter zone.
Oh yeah, look at it.
It's not a lot to work with, but
not the end of the world, but very close.
It sets up for T-spin, but it's going to be enough to get another quarter zone.
Another quarter zone here. Let's see what Lowell can do. Just doing a lot of skimming. That down stack is going on, but there's still so much garbage from Jaden.
Oh, very clever skim and getting another quarter zone.
Oh, Jaden going with that. Jaden with that very quick down stack in zone, already up to 14 lines.
Another T-spin as well, 46 Perfectress. And because of Lowell having to do so much skimming with the zone, not having a lot of time there, but it looks like this might have been a half zone.
Playing pretty efficiently. Still has a lot of garbage to deal with, but yeah, Jaden kicking into phase 3 is not going to help this at all. And that's going to be the game. Oof.
Oh my, look at Jaden's zone APM here. 384. Almost exclusively delegated to blitzing there. And with 117 APM, yeah.
Jaden's gonna take that with a sweep, but man, Lowell did put up some decent fighting in that very last round there.
Yeah, I was very interested though to see the all-clear fishing though work for Lowell. Obviously, I know Jaden had quite a couple of precarious situations there with those eyepiece misdrops early on.
Yeah, that start was kind of scary.
The APM seemed to work pretty well though. There was, not able to get too much in terms of zone attack, but had like a 29 Octorus or something like that I think was only like 6 lines or 8 lines. So it, again, potentially with a full zone meter, if you're able to keep that going with full zone charger, just another opener that has a PC loop after 5 bags, 10 bags. I wouldn't be surprised to see if players can have a little bit more kind of opener or PCO oriented strategy here, because I haven't seen a lot of it on the west side, but that's something I might have to keep my eyes out for.
Yeah.
So again, congrats to Jaden advancing into winners semis. Trying to look at bracket here. I believe they play winner of Blarg and Shen. That's going to be another winners round 3 match coming up later tonight.
Like chat's got some redeems going on. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not looking at Twitch chat. Dang, I gotta have Twitch chat up somewhere. Hold on.
We'll put you to that edge.
Hold on, I got it. Wait. What is the easiest way for me to read Twitch chat? Hold on.
Ooh.
So we are doing
Blarg
this
versus
match. All right.
Austin here. Blarg versus Beast and Shen himself. I mean, we've seen Shen do a lot of stuff with tournament organizing recently. I mean, there was the whole Tetris Effect Connected World Championships going on.
No, it's right
Flexing
here.
with the shirt. Yeah, mine's in the wash.
It's a beautiful shirt.
I don't have mine on me, but we'll have to.
I mean, it's just that good.
This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for those who are not aware to see Shen in action, because he is definitely here for a reason. He is definitely capable of playing the game really well.
All right, and here we go. Blarg with one little misdrop there as Austin on to a 6-3. Should I say Austin or should I say Shen? I don't know.
I mean, Shen is Shen's shorter. I'm probably just gonna go with Shen.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, it looks like decent mid-game again from both players here. Blarg going to be the first to zone, setting up that...
Look at those T-spin doubles. Just clean stacking here. Had a bit of a rough start, but you know, it's just pulling through.
Minus T-spin on
look at 19
for Blarg.
Gets that 20. Let's see what Shen can do. Matches
Shen
up with
getting
a 20, but you know, Blarg sending more attack.
Oh,
that misdrop.
Oh, was it? Was it a scam opportunity?
I mean, you can turn a misdrop into a good scam if you know what you're doing, but like I do believe that was definitely a misdrop. I don't think that was intended. Kind of seemed like Shen was on a bit on the ropes there.
I just assumed that Shen was gonna be, just knew that was coming, you know.
I mean, Shen does know how to read ahead. He knows how to plan a lot ahead of time.
Oh, and both players going into zone right now. He can get out. Who's going to get the most out of it here? Looks like Shen ending at 19.
44 and 19. Let's see what Blarg can do here. Gonna get that lockout. 57 and 18. It's about even. Both players not really receiving any more garbage.
Yeah, but look at the score difference right now. Shen almost about to hit 60k, but Blarg almost at 90,000 right now. Has been really upping the ante of their T-spin game for this match, and Shen is going to have to start matching eventually, or they're going to receive some very nasty garbage here.
Yeah, Blarg definitely has the efficiency advantage, but I do believe Shen's pretty much holding his ground here. Like, he hasn't really faltered, except for that Z misdrop, but like...
Commentators, Chris.
I refuse to acknowledge it as such. I was in the middle of speaking. There's no way.
It was not willfully made. Oh, and nice little donation there from Austin. Sorry, Shen.
It doesn't. I mean, it's still the same person. It doesn't matter. Shen is shorter. It's just a matter of how you want to speak. But yeah, it looks like Blarg's gonna take that first round.
And, oh my goodness, there, Blarg with 124 APM. But again, look at Shen almost hitting that 100 APM despite being on the defensive almost that entire time.
Mm-hmm. Like I said,
you don't see it every day.
He knows what he's doing. It's just you don't see it a lot.
Looks like Blarg having to adapt to an interesting garbage well. Looks like on column 9 for them. So having to be very careful with their eyepiece placements to maximize that T-spin efficiency.
Blarg with that really interesting 8-1 stack.
Yeah, it looks like Shen having a little bit of issues. I think might have been one with a misdrop there. Going to have to zone on the earlier side.
Definitely seemed like it, but cleans up pretty nicely here. Nothing significant.
Looking for another T-spin. They're going to get it as well and get rewarded.
Oh, not quite getting that, and not quite getting it.
And they're going to get punished for it as well. Blarg recognizing. Yeah, Shen all out of resources there. Quick little spike going to finish up game 2.
Just a bit of a misdrop there. That's unfortunate.
Alright, and already on to match point. It looks like Blarg going with TKI as Shen remains 6-3 vigilant here. And, it's a bit of a rough spike!
Overstack there. That's going to be unfortunate. That was very fast. 12 seconds. Not a way you want to end a match.
Alrighty,
well, unfortunate.
And so, looks like after all of that is said and done, Blarg going to advance into round 4. Again, this is winner side, so we will see Shen once again in losers bracket. Not the end of their tournament run, although that's definitely not a way you want to see a set end. Again, very, very painful. We've all done it more than once. And yeah. So that is this. All right, congrats to Blarg. They will be facing Jaden again for winner semifinals. The winner of that will be guaranteed top 3 tonight, heading into winners finals. I don't remember if Jaden and Blarg are actually playing at WPLC. I think they might have in PPT, but I don't know if the TEC matchup ever happened. So I'm excited to see how that one goes.
All right.
All right, yeah. And it
I'm
looks
just
like
looking at this bracket.
Sorry, I just talked to me. Hold on. If there's silence, I'm listening to production. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got
right,
next match here.
Okay,
all right,
Edge does not know who this is, and I don't think anyone else here does. I am deeply sorry.
Alright, let's get Edge is attempting to decipher Google Translate with a grain of salt to see if we can get a name.
I mean, we do have Yoshimi. That is
translation,
definitely a
please let us
familiar
know.
name.
Oh, absolutely. Again, they were taking some names in Square One, also with recent performance at TECWC, making, I believe, top 8 in the Grandmasters bracket, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Yoshimi is definitely familiar with this game.
Yeah, not exactly a player that relies too much on speed, but one of the smartest stackers, I'd say, in the scene to date. And so it's always a pleasure trying to decipher some of their gameplay.
Okay, multiple sources are saying potentially Sardine, so we will stick with that. If that is not the case, I am deeply sorry. I do not speak Japanese or read it.
Alright, and a nice 43
Yoshimi's interesting T-spin double there. Looks like Sardine's got a lot of garbage to deal with. Starting the zone super low, like nothing on the board. That's gonna be interesting. Looks like we've got a bit of method stacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does look like they are. Yeah, they've been clean T-spin and Tetris this entire zone.
All right, let's see how
18.
this goes. 61 attack and 18.
That's in the world?
That is ulti low curb levels right there.
Yeah,
let's see what Yoshimi can do here. Maybe come back from that. All right, manages to cancel out the damage, but
and Sardine doesn't have zone. They're gonna have to skim through this a little bit, which is unfortunately gonna impact their efficiency. But again, from the low zone play that we have seen, I don't think efficiency is Sardine's biggest concern here.
Yeah, looks like we've got some down stacking. Oh, looks like there's just some down stacking going on here. Ooh, that's a very precarious stack. That's very high up. Makes me nervous just looking at it.
Oh, and there we go, going into zone.
Oh, look at that quick down stack. Not quite the room to keep going, but that's still that's still a fast counter. Let's see what Yoshimi will do to deal with that.
Oh no, and Sardine misdrops the
TZ misdrop. That is gonna be lethal. But yeah, look at that speed and efficiency. Pretty close, actually.
Yeah, Yoshimi almost approaching 2 pieces a second there with that speed as well. I might be wrong about Yoshimi's speed here. Not always. Oh, we're gonna send double all clear there on both sides.
Simultaneous all clear here. Yeah, Yoshimi funny part is definitely Yoshimi definitely has the speed and efficiency to go through with this.
I don't think either player did the PCO. They just both found a way into the into the all clear.
I did see Sardine do a PCO in the first round, so wasn't quite paying attention because I was kind of just floored, honestly. Yoshimi's sacrificing the stack a little bit to get that T-spin triple. Let's see how well it works out in her favor here.
Alright, looks like, finally gets access to the well. Sardine is a little bit close, but it seems like they're trying to play as efficient as possible. And no! 2 misdrops there on Sardine's board!
Manages to clean it up pretty nicely, though. Like, still going pretty well. Yeah, back has that access to the well again. It's just perfectly fine. Let's see what Yoshimi can do here. 47 in 19, that's pretty solid. It's just waiting for Sardine's counterattack. But Yoshimi outside of zone is going to be able to send even more damage.
Sardine has been doing misdrops like crazy, but has still found some of the highest zone clears that we've seen to date. And again, Yoshimi is not one that's a stranger to this, but has actually been putting Yoshimi quite a bit of pressure from these high zone clears. Unfortunately, another misdrop there on Sardine's side. However, it does seem like they have quite a bit of room here, yeah. There we go, nice T-spin single to get that Tetris on back-to-back as well. Yoshimi currently plowing through the zone here. And setting up the T-spin, going to get it as well, but that it's a very ill-timed O-piece.
Yeah, not really a lot of room up top. Nothing more could be done. Sardine, not quite in a great position here. Couldn't get that T-spin double off.
No, they kicked the T on accident, and that closes off the well.
That's gonna, yeah, that was just unfortunate zone play from Sardine there. It's gonna be 2-0 to Yoshimi, sending it to match point.
Yeah, again, yeah, with Sardine having 125 APM, looks like they were definitely trying to go for a bit of a speed advantage, but I think it's just not paying off here. There's so many misdrops.
Right, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if Sardine can come back from this. Definitely still possible, seeing the speed and efficiency that they're playing at.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Yoshimi getting a little bit to the top of the board, but again, no worries here whatsoever. Actually going to combo through it as well, forcing Sardine to cash out on their stack as well. Sardine going into zone with T-spin and a Tetris, make that 2 on each. Again, another couple quick misdrops there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird stack from Sardine. Managed to get that Z-spin double, though. Cleans up the stack nicely. Yoshimi up towards the top here, I believe, trying to figure out that curb. Trying to get that curb. I don't think there is one here, though. Nope, unfortunately.
Going to get 19 and also set up for an STSD with the 2 T-pieces coming right in quick succession for that attack.
I think there might have been potential for one, but I don't think there was quite the room for it, unfortunately. Ooh, Yoshimi up close to the top there. Gonna have to zone here in order to stay alive.
Sardine getting a lot of quick pressure off, but Sardine still having full zone meter and sending damage here.
And that's gonna top out Yoshimi. No sweep here. That is the first non-sweep we're gonna be seeing so far.
No sweep Poggies.
But will Sardine be able to reverse it?
That is the question here, as it looks like both players going into the 6-3.
The tried and true sprint strategy here.
It looks like Yoshimi deciding to tank a couple of attacks here before going through and downstacking. Getting a Tetris as well in doing so.
Look at that. Going up.
Oh my goodness, and Yoshimi gets perfect garbage for a Tetris.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you gotta look at Sardine's well. That is just clean. Like, just pure 5-4 stacking, just able to go off of that constantly.
Yeah, little misdrop, but
haven't reached phase 2, which usually I expect by now.
And there we go, another low zone from Sardine, but again, from if we're gonna see anything similar,
Yoshimi's gonna opt for that ulti 56 attack. We're gonna have to see what Sardine does here.
But again, Sardine has been used to doing some of this crazy APM. Oh, unfortunately, the O's not at the right time.
Just bad O spawn there, just cutting that short, unfortunately. But I mean, Sardine's still got a very clean stack. Gets that T-spin single donation, just going straight for that efficiency. Yoshimi, no garbage on her board except for that 5 just sent from the back-to-back Tetris. Was a T-spin double? I don't know. One of the things that sends 4 lines plus back-to-back.
One of those funny little buildings.
One of those funny little tricks.
Alright, looks like Yoshimi using a T-piece for that first T-spin double. All down stacking here. And looks like Sardine going to zone a little bit higher up, using a donation
up
to help.
Stacking, not quite a curb twist, but still a decent ulti with 51 attack. Let's see what Sardine can do here. Expecting quite a bit here. 48 and 16. Not quite as many lines, but still some decent attack. Yoshimi's going to be able to send a lot outside of zone, though, so that's going to put Sardine at the disadvantage here.
Yeah. However, Sardine does have a bit of a downstack going.
Yeah, downstacks that very nicely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very good stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Yoshimi isn't really able to get any momentum here, so it's likely we might have to wait and see how they react to having full zone meters in phase 3.
Oh, right. Let's see. Alright, let's see what Sardine's up to. Definitely getting down lower on the board, putting some garbage on Yoshimi's. Start the zone super low again. Let's see how much efficiency we can get from that. Ooh, I misdrop, but that's okay. Still has a T-spin double.
Alright, looks like they're skimming as
not the best zone, but still definitely something to send to Yoshimi. Yoshimi's not in the best position, manages to send a counter attack anyways.
35 Dodecatris and sets up the T-spin triple as a follow-up.
Yeah, good
Sardine
stuff from
able
Yoshimi.
to neutralize pretty well.
Yeah, Yoshimi's starting to even the odds here. Definitely getting Sardine stack up high here.
Oh,
ooh, that's a bit of a misdrop. It's lethal. Ooh.
Oh, that is so unfortunate there. Sardine, again, has been playing quite well in this. Again, you can see a lot of these stats running very parallel to Yoshimi. But unfortunately, just
very even matchup. Very even matchup. Very good fight there from Sardine. But unfortunately, Yoshimi is going to take this 3-1, moving on to winner semis. But, I mean, this isn't the last we're going to see of Sardine. We'll see them in losers round 4.
Yeah, very impressive to see Sardine's gameplay and counter to Yoshimi, again making sure to avoid that sweep, which is very hard in a 1-3 set, especially for TEC standards. And also just looking over at chat, thank you so much, Andrew, for the raid as well. For those who don't know them in chat, I believe Andrew is also currently playing in the tournament as well. Not sure how their bracket run is going, but hopefully it is. Hopefully it is going strong.
I believe Andrew lost to Johnny Bones in the losers.
Okay, well, I hope the run made you proud. It's okay, you did well.
Also, I know Andrew's birthday passed. Happy birthday. Or belated.
Oh, was it also Andrew's birthday?
It was yesterday, I believe.
Oh, shit, I didn't know. Okay, happy birthday, Andrew. Alright,
everyone ping Andrew in the chat. Alright, looks like we've got Vince versus Dorami.
Yep. I believe this is the last of our winners round 4 matches, so this will decide who faces Yoshimi in winner semis. Yep. This is a terrifying winners round 4 in my opinion. These are some names these are some names I think most people here should be familiar with. Even a lot of our fans who just may follow one game or 2 games just kind of out of willy-nilly, most likely will have still heard about Dorami and Vince.
Dorami is definitely, Dorami definitely a name you should know. Vince definitely more of a prominent figure in uncapped speed games. Though still a very familiar name, I should say. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting match. I mean, and look at this. We're already like off to the races. Both players max charge. We're not even 30 seconds in.
I think Vince had to adapt to a bit of a 9-0 stack for the garbage wall there. Looks like Dorami is going to be the first to zone with 2 T-spins here. Followed by a Tetris and a T-spin triple setup, and going for more here.
Let's see what Dorami can do here.
Is there a curve? There's at least an ulti solve there. And ulti there from... That's a 65!
Ooh, look at that garbage difference. Vince was still able to come back from that. Wow.
There we go. And yeah, Dorami has that little weird niche on the side. Gonna use that S to kick it in there and be just fine.
Yeah, both of these players definitely know what to do when it comes to cleaning up their stacks.
There we go, and Dorami looking to be the first to zone for the second one here, and it actually looks like Vince has sent this into... It took me a second, sorry. Yep, Vince sending this into phase 3!
Oh, wow!
Well, and oh my goodness, just...
Look at that! Look at that matchup. That was like almost 1-to-1 for both players in terms of speed and efficiency. Like that's how close this match is gonna be.
I feel bad that match had to end like that, but I expect
this to go to decider.
Dorami Vince going to be putting on a show for you all tonight here.
Yeah, this isn't even. Yeah, we're still getting through a good majority of this.
Oh, am I gonna say?
All right, Dorami with that DT cannon.
There we go. Everyone asks why can't we just DT cannon forever to counter the opener mains? Well, you just do it mid-game, just like this. Well, I didn't mean you to do another one, Dormy, but go for it. All right. Jeez. Stormy going for
Nice
a DT cannon in the
Tetris.
middle of zone, going for some more high zone clears, looking for some solutions. But it looks like just getting the 20.
66 attack, that's still a solid ulti. Let's see what Vince can
Vince
do here. Oh, could
Vince,
get the curve. Unfortunately, does not.
Still a 53 Perfectress. And again, a minute in, both players 48 points.
Those misdrops from Vince, it's gonna look a little dicey. Manages to clean it up quite nicely, though. Still a lot of garbage being sent from Dormy here. Definitely putting on the pressure on Vince.
Yeah, Dormy is on a combo right now, just trying to get as much APM out as possible, forcing Vince not to have any breathing room.
Yeah, that's really what you have to do here. You have to be aggressive, otherwise your opponent's just gonna do the same thing back to you.
And Dormy, I believe, is 5 T-spins right now in this zone attack. Unfortunately, has to let it go.
In 16, that is old. That is like average. That is like ulti numbers sometimes. Oh my goodness, the amount of efficiency that Dormy has in these zones is just nuts.
It's truly mind-boggling here. And 90,000 points again. It's like, sure, it's only a 10,000 point lead, but keep in mind this is Vince on the other end of the board, who is also lightning fast. However, the misdrop from Dormy could potentially spice some things up here, if not shift the momentum onto Vince's side.
Yeah, Vince definitely has the ability to come back from this. Sets up that C-spin from the garbage. There's the triple, and then opts for a single instead, gets the Tetris. That's still a good play. Good down stack. He gets 36 attack. Clears up that board quite nicely, but Dormy's just going to keep putting more garbage back on Vince's board here. Just a lot. Ugh.
Ooh, and a very nice Z-kick there in order to help clean up things with a combo on Dormy's board. And Vince is basically down to ground zero, but not upstacking at all, making sure to try and pressure Dormy into having to use their zone in a poorly timed manner.
Yeah, look at Vince there. Cleaning up pretty nicely. Dormy, it seems like Dormy's at a disadvantage, but I don't think that's the case at all. Just playing comfortably. Both players in a pretty decent state. Ooh, a bit of a weird piece placement to get that T-spin double, but cleans that up quite nicely.
I'm gonna make a couple of compromises there for the stacking, but not too much trouble for either of these players here. Oh, Vince hasn't hit.
As long as you're playing ahead.
Oh no, and a misdrop there on Vince's side.
Yeah, Vince could definitely recover from this. Yeah, sets that Tetris up, counts to 4, gets that T-spin double, has zone ready. I think is just going to wait for this garbage incoming and going to start down stacking a little bit. Yep.
To counter a 57 from Dormy, as well as any additional garbage that they just
those Z-misdrops. That Z-misdrop's going to be a bit costly. Very high up on the board, not going to do a lot of damage in that zone, and that's going to top Vince out this round.
And there we go. Very high stats across the board there. Little sweat emojis there from Dormy and Vince. But Dormy is currently up 2-0.
Yep, and that's going to be match point.
Alright, here we go. Again, some more... Actually, it looks like Dormy going for some 4-5. However, two very...
That misdrop is... that's going to be a little sketchy. Sets up a nice donation. With that Z-spin double, cleans that up very nicely.
Transitions perfectly over to the 09 stacking there for their garbage well. Trying to get some extra T-spins on top of it as well, and they're doing so.
Dormy's recovery there, I feel like, was like the equivalent of like tripping over your own foot, but then doing a front flip and landing on your feet. That was such smooth recovery. I'm kind of just taken aback.
Vince getting a little close to potentially having an all clear, but unfortunately not going to be in the cards there just yet. However, is managing to get some quite nice T-spins here, going up to the higher zones.
Ooh, let's see what Vince is trying to do here. Can he get that ulti? Unfortunately not. 52 attack, still very solid for a zone.
Looks like Dormy having to do a tiny little bit of cleanup there on their well, but nothing too much to snuff at here. Again, despite Vince being at 50,000 points, it does not seem like either player is in too much of a terrible situation here.
Yep.
Looks like T-spin triple into Tetris again on Dorami's board as Vince frantically stacking up to get an STSD on top of their existing garbage. It looks like now they're going to try and combo through it, but two ill-timed misdrops again.
Oh, yeah. There's that T-spin triple from Dorami. This zone is going to be quite a powerful one. 50 attack and 14.
Tetris.
Yeah, 50 and 14. That's going to be devastating. Ooh, and Vince has got to do a lot to counteract that. Does Vince have the room? Is he going to be able to dance the zone? Is it going to be enough? No, not quite.
I don't think it is, and the T-spawning.
That's gonna be game. Dorami's gonna take that with a clean sweep. Well, not really clean, let's be honest. Zin definitely put up a fight there. But yeah.
123.
Dorami's gonna be facing Yoshimi in winners semifinals.
And so Vince is going to be
a spicy match.
Vince, although in losers, is going to cause quite the bit of terror there as well. I cannot imagine going into losers bracket and seeing some of these names again. Even Sardines and Vince both performing very, very highly and already down into losers bracket. Losers is a scary place to be right now.
Oh yeah, there's so much competition. It's very looking at these brackets. Some of these players are going to be absolutely terrifying to play against.
Yeah, here we go. I gotta refresh brackets page every time after the matches. See if anything else is spicing it up here.
I mean, just fine.
It looks like wait, is this top? Wait, hold on. I have to. Okay, that's not top 8. I'm just looking at one side of losers bracket. There's a lot of matches going on. We had a lot of a good representation from both JP talent and Western talent in this tournament. Yeah, it looks like losers bracket still lagging behind a decent bit here, although we do have some. I guess this might be top 32, I guess. In terms of losers, I'm trying to do the mental math. Sorry, guys. I'm stats, not math. Don't worry.
I do. We all know statistics isn't real math.
It's okay. All of my honors math major friends tell me every day. I don't need it anymore.
All right. Yep. Looks like we've got some top 8 spots to be determined, but we do have the winner's side all settled out. We just need those losers matches, and then we'll have our brackets.
Yeah, again, out of everyone in winner semis top 8 here, all but one have, I believe, swept the entire set, regardless of fashion. So very, very dominant players here. Again, lots of faces that we've already seen in the community here. But going to be interesting to see who emerges from losers bracket. Again, Dorami sending Vince down into losers. Who else went down? I think, Blarg sending Shen down into losers. There is a lot of very, very tough competition in losers side bracket. And I'm going to be very interested to see who makes it out alive in the top 8. Because there are a lot of titans there to try and overcome.
Yep.
And again, even some players too that were eliminated really early on, having some losers runs. I believe if this is right, I think. Hold on, I'm looking for cool losers runs. Give me a second. Is there? I think maybe, depending on how the games are updated. But I think Johnny went down in like round 1 or round 2. Is still almost about to hit round 5 in losers.
Yep.
A couple others as well, putting up a real fight.
Not quite sure who's slated to go next, but yeah, we've got quite a few matches in the background in here.
Yeah, I can see everyone in chat was theorizing about some of the top 8, top 3 matches and whatnot that are going to be going on, which. Yeah, there is a lot of excellent matches to be had as well. I find it unfortunate though. Yeah, we've got to just kind of. Actually, no, it's okay. I remember having to run the losers bracket from WPLC. I feel like losers bracket always just takes a really long time. mainly
Yeah.
just for all the matches happening.
I mean, matches in general just tend to take forever. It's like tournaments are a very long process. It's like TOing is it's a lot of just running around keeping track of stuff. Shoutouts to all tournament organizers out there.
Yep, and this
I've seen so many different tournament organizers try to run these things, and I am glad that I don't really do that much.
We are blessed to have wonderful people in the community like Shen, Edge, and again even Kazu, who generally isn't one to run a lot of tournaments and whatnot, but has taken this wonderful opportunity to do so, and to also kind of push it out to JP and NAEU communities here. And it looks like we're going to get a losers match here. I think we're following Sardines into losers here.
Yep, Sardine versus Amane.
All right, this is going to be an interesting
I
match.
believe that's how you say it.
It looks like we have a bonus spectator in here. I think we've got a personal fan somewhere.
That's Vince, I believe.
Oh, is that Vince? Oh. Maybe Vince hasn't left the room yet. They forgot.
I think it'll be fine, hopefully.
It's called Tetris Effect Connected, alright? It's okay. We never lose connection. It definitely didn't happen at a LAN tournament. It's okay.
Don't remind me. You don't have to remind me.
It's okay. Alright, it looks like we are on
I love shouting at Kelvin playing, only for him to get a speeding ticket and have to watch it all start over.
Alright, so we are losers round 5 with this. I believe winner of this heads into... I think this might be top 8, honestly. So I guess top 8 qualifier match for Sardine versus Amane here. And, well, I'm terribly sorry if I have caused the connection in this room not to be as of par.
We've got the spinning circle of death.
We've got a real life T-spin GIF. In case you guys were wondering where it was, it is right here on screen for you. Make sure to clip it.
You can also find it on discord.gg/enhance. All right.
I guess words from Edge. So, yeah, Edge is basically, if the match starts, Edge will conveniently switch it over so that we don't.
You will just see. Oh, there we go. Tech jump scare.
Everyone say thank you, Edge, in chat. I'll do it first.
Any Edgers in the chat? Now's your time. Anyways, all right, Salmon versus Amane. I mean, I think it's clear that previously I'm not too familiar with Sardine. I'm not too familiar with Amane, but it looks like we've got a solid start so far from both players. Doing a bit of sprint stacking. It seems like not exactly 6-3. I mean, Amane is doing 6-3, but Sardine is not.
Sardine's been a very interesting builder from what I can recall. And look at that, all clear. They're going to start the zone with it.
Perfect clear. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to start your...
Oh my goodness, but a 65 ulti on Amane's side of the board. That all clear might be needed here from Sardine.
Yeah, definitely. Both players definitely catching my attention there. Both, like, perfect clear game is on point.
The side of the board, but a 58 Perfectress again. That all clear was very nice to have.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, some misdrops from Sardine. Sardine's got some misdrops going on, but not quite the room to do it cleanly. Gonna have to waste his own.
Barely getting Tetris in time.
Ooh,
they are playing this quite risky.
Sardine, you're dancing the line there.
You can hear Commando shift to the edge of their seat here.
I'm
very low security on this board.
That actually had me leaning in. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, I was kind of tense there. That was definitely scary.
All right, Monet counting to 4 for that Tetris. Looking for some of the higher zone clears. Only going to get 18, but that's still a 50 Perfectress.
I guess you could say Sardine's fishing for them D-spins.
Ah, that's a good one there. Please remind me
that hurt to say.
What do you mean? That was a wonderful joke.
I'm going to wait for Twitch chat to currently try to burn me at the stake for making a pun like that.
No, they won't. Twitch chat is lovely. I got the thumbs up from Andy. See, Andy agrees. Andy agrees. There we go. Perfect bit. And, well, by the time we're done with it, it looks like we're already into phase 3.
So many clean T-spin doubles from Sardine here. Amane kind of... Oh, that Jameis drop is... Ooh.
I think that might have been an accidental hold, because the eye piece didn't look like there was a chance for that to spawn in there. And it looks like Sardine going to be taking the first game very close set. It looks like Amane has a bit of a speed advantage, too. Going to see if that has any effect in the later games
see
here.
What opener that is. Oh, I guess that was not an open. That was just a bit of an unfortunate T-miss drop. Transitioned into clean stacking, though. That's pretty nice. Sardine here.
Yeah, it looks like Amane making sure to keep that board low. Doesn't want to overcommit to any sort of stacking pattern until they know where that garbage is going to be. And right there, now we can see perfect state to have that center well.
Let me just check real quick to see if Amane translates to anything.
Fair enough. I'll cover for you, don't worry.
Does not look like it. I can't get anything discernible, at least from Google Translate. I'm not going to consult other translation services at this time. Ooh, Amane's fish. Ooh, getting that 20 with a triple clear. Very nice. Good thing to come back to.
Yeah, wasn't sure if there was potentially some curve opportunities there, but considering that they are one to try and win this match with a bit of speed, wouldn't say that that's a bad decision there. And the number of misdrops here on Sardine Stack is piling up. Sorry, I was trying to figure out a way to... Man, Sardine is really tugging at the heart chains right now.
Yeah, really just trying to get our heart rate up here. Like, trying to give us a heart attack.
I'm waiting for some, like, breath of relief here on Sardine's point, but it's just, like, every time it's like, I want to do it, and then just, no.
Sardine, yeah, Sardine is doing so much down stacking, but Amane is just putting more and more on their board. Alright, here comes a zone. Let's see what... Ooh, that T-spin triple. Very good start.
Alright, and it looks like we're finally going to get to see Sardine start with a high board as they're zoning here. Getting some more T-spins and Tetrises in here, up to 17 lines. Gonna get 48 Perfectress there, but Amane is...
Ooh, that's a lot. That's still some continuous pressure from Amane. Looks like Amane might outdo...
Yeah, again, it looks... Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of that speed advantage there, as Sardine does not have a lot of good opportunities to try and downstack through this. Although then again, on the defensive end, you usually are forced to have to play this kind of slower tempo just because of all the skimming. But Amane putting on so much pressure, almost 110,000 points, but that zone from Sardine actually going to put a little bit of damage onto Amane there.
Mm-hmm.
Have to see potentially if this ends up changing the tides here a little bit, as Sardine has some breathing room now. I don't want to say that in case Sardine misdrops, but it's here for now. I want to cherish it.
All right, let's see if Sardine can keep this afloat.
All right, and good one. 39 Perfectress there on Amane's side. Sardine now going to their zone.
Doing some Tetrises, playing it safe, counting to 4. Not quite there, though.
Alright, but still a 42 deck.
42 attack. That's a lot of damage on Amane's board. Looks like this down stack might be able to cancel it out. Yep, looks good. Yeah. Another two T-spin doubles for Amane there. We'll have to see what Sardine can do here.
Almost set up a weird-looking T-spin there on Sardine's board, but...
Interesting stack, yeah.
Cash out as is, and again, here we go. Looks like Amane has found a little bit more of a rhythm, continuing off this relentless pressure here. And Sardine is not really having the best scenarios for downstacking.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, never mind. They downstacked. Okay, I just...
Both players even on the board, like, there's not really any sign of letting up. Like, sure, like, Sardine has definitely been seeing some heavy pressure here from Amane, but, you know, it's...
There we go, edit.
It's just coming back. Like, they're coming back pretty well, too. Like, they're, like, look at that.
They're doing so on a combo, here we go.
Look at combo. Putting stuff on Amane's board. Amane's gonna try and retaliate here with this down stack.
Alright, it looks like finally Sardine deciding to do an offensive zone here. I believe both players were just trying to force the other to have to do a bad zone to save their board state. Neither player really giving it up, so Sardine gonna try and take the offensive position here. And despite a couple misdrops, does win that interaction.
Yeah, the amount of garbage here is about even. The amount of garbage time was about even. Amane definitely doing that stuff outside of zone to benefit. Oh my goodness, we're 5 minutes in and there's not really any sign of letting up. Like, sure, there's a lot of pressure on Sardine right now, but, you know...
You could say.
Sardine's down stacking. Like, it was a little scary. I almost jinxed it there, but, like... I mean, Amane's been doing great handling this stuff. Like...
Oh my goodness, and Sardine's finding some really good combos as well, trying to get down here. Managing to stack for a triple as well. And yeah, both players back at max zone. We're almost 6 minutes in.
Yeah, 6 minutes. Amane about to reach 200,000 in points. Like, no signs of either player letting up.
Finally, it looks like one misdrop here we've got coming out from Sardine, going to end the zone at 17 Decahexatrix. And Amane trying to get through this as fast as possible, it looks like. Yeah, Amane's looks like going for speed, but not really going for some of the higher zone clears. But it looks like it kind of paid off there. 43 Deca. I think that might have been 43 Perfectra. Sorry.
Both players pretty high on their board. Amane with the advantage, I think, because of the more of the man-made stack. Sardine misdropping that eyepiece. That's definitely going to be a bit precarious.
Definitely getting higher up. T-spin.
Oh, yep. Looks like Sardine's about to zone here defensively, trying to get back down. Unable to clear that many lines. Get 17 attack. That's still going to be a lot for Amane to deal with. Let's see what Amane can do. Maybe goes for a down stack of their own?
And yeah, Amane looks to try and counter all of it, and it looks like Sardine trying to put a little bit of extra pressure. But again, Amane hasn't really been able to get a lot of momentum, and there's a misdrop.
Look at this. Like...
Both Sardine has this
still going back both players still going back and forth.
Another misdrop on Sardine's side as well.
Yeah, and Amane managed to recover that cleanly. Like that's a very quick reversal there.
Oh, more misdrops there on Sardine's side, playing a little bit too fast.
Cleaned up that garbage though. Cleaned up that garbage queue.
Yeah,
there is no end in sight for us. Like,
what song is that from again? Oh no! Never mind, it's here.
There it is. There it is. Oh my goodness.
7.5 minutes there. Amane keeping almost 95 AP.
And that's only game 2, folks. We are still in here for a while. Unless
this is next matches, by the
way. unless the rest of these games go for like under a minute each, we're gonna be here for quite a while. So get comfy. Make sure you have a glass of water on you.
In case you haven't thawed the Thanksgiving turkey, which I believe most people have already eaten by now. You might still have time to get it thawed by the end of the set.
You might want to thaw the turkey that is currently sitting inside your stomach from Thanksgiving.
Hey, I mean, you never know, all right?
Some people have those slow digestive systems, you know. All right, here we go. That C-spin is going to be the start of Sardine's zone here. Meanwhile, Amane is going to be finishing theirs up with 19. The Tetris with 77 attack.
What in the... oh my goodness.
Zone.
60-line Perfectress, but that is way too much garbage to tank.
Ooh, yeah, and that's going to take Sardine out.
There we go.
That 127 was a hefty curb tris. 127 APM. That was a killer zone right there. Whew.
Yeah, 358 with a Curbtress zone is almost unheard of.
That is
and we're seeing it in losers round 5, by the way.
Let's see if Amani can seal the deal with that. You know, like.
Yeah, 7-minute win and a 1-minute win. Quick game, short games. Can Amane do it for? I
don't know about you, but I don't know about you, but I'm really sensing this huge speed spike in Sardine now.
Oh,
ooh,
you didn't
have
to say it. You didn't have to say it.
I mean, I did say speed. I didn't say clean stacking.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Like speed does tend to result in like a few sloppy placements. So you know,
most of them unintentional.
Yeah, definitely unintentional. That nice fractal setup from Sardine there. Amani's in a bit of a weird spot, but I mean, so is Sardine.
Early.
Ooh,
it looks like they're actually converting into really well.
Very nice conversion there. 43 attack and 17. That's gonna be very clean. Ooh, I see the side 4 wide. I thought there was gonna be a T-spin setup, but nope. Looks like we've got some Ren gaming
zone.
We've got some real Ren gaming going on here.
Going to limit the amount of countering that Sardine has to do. 45 Perfectress.
Look at that down stack. Here it comes. That combo. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
11, and we are...
Like, we got numbers. I'm just counting. Like, learn to count with me.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
3, 4 wide.
And...
Oh, Amane with those misdrops. Ooh, it's looking a bit precarious. Cleans it up with some spin tucks, but that's still some holes in the stack.
Sardine has just sent it into phase 3 as well, so Amane has to be very careful with the kind of garbage they're accepting here, because it's going to be cheesy.
Ooh, looks...
We are now into Wisconsin.
Some LST I smell? Not quite anymore.
Well, I'm smelling a Tetris here. 54
attack and 16, that's a very clean one. Yeah, Amani's got to do something here, otherwise face destruction.
Alright. Still getting some very good down stacks. 17 into 19, but there's still so much garbage.
That's a lot of lines. That's going to seal the deal for Amane, tying it up. As our friends over at Classic Tetris would say, we've got a bit of a decider here.
Pretty sure you also called this as a decider, so there we go. Commando, the wizard here, predicting.
Yeah, this is gonna be I think this is gonna be one hell of a decider here.
Alright, well,
that STSD.
Gonna have to see if we have another 8-minute match here. But
you know, 8 minutes or not, I still think this is gonna be a pretty close match, unless there's a bunch of misdrops here, which is gonna be very unfortunate. You know, it's still the beginning, though. Not a lot of garbage is coming in. It's not the end of the world yet. Nobody's zoned. No, like we're
very.
It's still okay. You still got some room for error. There
you go. A nice T-spin single there on Sardine's board as they're continuing this very clean stacking. As it looks like Amane going to be the first to zone here.
Yep.
And again, I think we see
double. Looks like maybe a count of 4. Nope, not quite. But getting another curve for 75 attack. Ooh, that's going to be a lot for Sardine to deal with. Let's see what Sardine can do here. Definitely has the potential.
Alright.
Monka S? That's still a lot of garbage. 49 is definitely not enough to counteract. That's going to be game.
And so
Amane pulling those
390 zone APM.
Pulling those curbs. Matching efficiency to the speed of Sardine there.
I was about to say, I have not seen zone attack APMs that high since I believe the game where Dorami hit 2 curbs against Kazu, and those are like the only 2 zones that Dorami did that entire match.
Yeah, that was
and keep in mind,
terrifying.
This is top 8 qualifiers, by the way.
Yeah, this is that was losers round 5.
Yeah, I mean, Sardine played very well, and I'm just surprised to say that, like, yeah, that's out at 9th, but that is a very well done out at 9th. Like,
yep, just Just canned.
Very insane play there. Again, going to a game 5, but that incredible curve play from Amane just almost out of nowhere, especially considering how game 1 went. Just really turning the tides there.
And just like that, we're going to be seeing Shen versus CM Dingo. Both of these players definitely familiar in the tech scene. At least, like, definitely in the Western tech scene. I should clarify, because... these are, like... I don't know about these Japanese names. They are probably much more prominent in the,
in the JP scenes, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
But again, another top 8 qualifier match here. So winner will be into top 8, loser will be out at 9th alongside Sardine. Who will join them and who will advance alongside Aminu's crazy curve twist gameplay into top 8? We're gonna have to find out here.
Looks like CM Dingo accidentally put it on Nerf. Ooh. That's a bit of a yikes.
So something tells me that there might be a disconnect in the match.
We'll let that sort out in the background. We've just got some.
Well, so I guess
got a lot of stuff here.
Now we just get to do story time. What's your funniest Nerf -1 story?
That's so specific. I legitimately, how am I supposed to answer that question? I don't think I've played many games where I've played Nerf -1 specifically.
I don't know. You just answer it with a story. It doesn't have to be related to what my question was. I just have to accept it. Okay, I have not had many Nerf 1 stories. I've had some Buff +1 stories, but not Nerf +1.
What does this mean?
It means me playing on Buff +1 is fun.
Anyways, let's change it.
Alright, well, one thing that you may notice here, this game that we have not broadcast, is we can see Lowell now is back in top 8 here on loser's side.
Yeah, looks like they took the win from Johnny Buns there, unfortunately.
There we go. So, not being able to make it
man,
Johnny side, but yeah. Yeah, so Lowell missing out on the opportunity to make top 8 from winner's side, making sure not to lose it out on loser's side. Solidifying their top 8 spot here. Worst comes to worst, they will be out at 7th, although they will... Actually, will they be playing winner of this match? Or winner of... Yes, they will. So, winner of Shen versus CM Dingo will go on to place Lowell for a loser's top 8 match here. Am I allowed to call losers top 8, losers semi-quarter finals?
This is why I do not use my mouse to ready up. It's okay, Dingo. I mean, we all make mistakes sometimes. It just happens.
That's okay. Just use the mouse to roll.
I'm kidding.
You use the mouse to roll in modern Tetris. You know, that's how you move the pieces.
Also, you can play Tetris Effect with a mouse. I'm going to say this right now. Do not do it.
No, you can absolutely play with any.
No. I'm gonna say right now, don't. I have back when this game first came out. I tried to do it. It was so painful. I tried to do a 600 line quick play with only the mouse. It was some of the worst gameplay I've ever had in my life. Like, I tried playing Tetris Effect with a DDR mat. That was better.
It's okay. We've got the mouse for the accessibility. And also for the rolling. It happens.
I have yet to see anyone do that with... Alright, okay. Let's...
I was gonna say, I know the classic scene has a lot of players that have some very unusual control schemes, like I remember seeing from a couple of Game Scouts vlogs. I haven't seen too many from the modern scene, though I do know that Jaden, I believe, uses the hitbox for playing.
Sponsored.
Yeah. You gotta drop it every now and then, but...
I think after Jaden got that hitbox, she's just been, going crazy with it.
I mean, Jaden's been on Very, very good.
We've seen Jaden pull off some world records with the speed running. Like it's Jaden's been going nuts, like absolutely nuts. It's crazy.
Okay, well.
Also, a great way to
if you two want
to you two can use the all-button controller, the hitbox.
But I mean, hey, this is actually also
genuine question. Does the link still work for the square one or nah?
I assume that's a question for Edge and not me, because I was not on PK during the first square one.
All right. Hitbox.com/square one. Try it, and if it works, let us know.
Is it? Hold on. Oh, that's not a /. That's a question mark. Hold on. Oh, you can type. All right. Okay. Well, here we go. Looks like we're getting over back to the match.
You might want to drop that link real quick before we get started.
It's like. Okay, I'll get to it after. We gotta focus on the match happening with no nerfs and no buffs here. It's out of all fairness.
No handicaps. This is an even playing field.
All right, and there we go. Looks like there we go. CM Dingo using the aesthetic colors here. Love to see it. Not something
nice colors.
Yeah, it's been a little unfortunate seeing a lot of players kind of stray away from it as the scene has progressed. But oh no, and that's a little bit of a rough misdrop there.
Ooh,
and no!
Ooh, that L's gonna be a lockout. Looks like Dingo might be close to taking that, you know? Ugh.
Alright, well at the very least is now
okay, manages to recover.
There we go, but Shen has a beautiful well. And looks like...
can do here. 19, can we see the 20? We do. 53
there it is.
Attack. We're gonna have to see what Dingo can do here with a 3/4 zone. Gonna have to waste a quarter and a full charge on... Actually, not quite a full charge, but we saw Dingo waste a quarter, unfortunately, trying to survive earlier. Let's see if Dingo can do something here to come back.
19.
44, still has to accept some garbage, but, you know, still in the game. Gonna do some down stacking.
And looks like Shen having
precarious.
Alright, able to make it through. There we go, getting the T-spin as well. But Shen currently in the driver's seat in terms of score and zone charged. They're getting some more Tetris as well.
Yeah, I feel like I can sense the nerves coming from Dingo, seeing as they were very nervous. They were very nervous to click the ready button. Oof. Unfortunate.
Right.
Ooh, unfortunate miss.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that's very rough. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a match of
game one.
Ooh.
Still game one.
Still game
not
one.
the end of the world.
Shen with a very nice ulti to close out the first game.
Still plenty of chances here. Dingo could very much come back from this. Goes to the 6-3 sprint strategy. Has to accept some garbage right off the bat, but that's fine.
Again, it looks like some traditional... Oh, looks like Shen moving over to some 5-4 stacking. Love to see it. Love that variety.
Yeah, look at that nice well transition right there. Like, just transitioning cleanly to that. Alright, starting off a zone.
Starting off with a bit of combo too, which again is a pretty decent strategy, so we've seen. However, it doesn't look like they're able to get...
Unusual stack here.
Oh my goodness, going to get...
45 attack, still managed to pull something nice. Let's see what Dingo can do here.
Alright, here we go.
Not the best of board states, but manages to clean it up very nicely here. Going to 18, not quite gonna get 20, but you know, still 42 attack, has to accept some garbage as usual. That's fine though.
Yeah. And here we go. Nice T-spin there, leaving that initial T-spin up as well. Shen is stacking to the sky a little bit. However, does manage to cash out on time.
With that T-spin double. Sort of a
pseudo by
color
Tetris. And Shen has a lot of S and Z with not a lot of pieces to make them work.
Shen really a snake charmer right now. Like, so many S's and Z's. Really screwing up with his zone right there. Like, that was not good.
It looks like they
opportunity to set up a T-spin triple, maybe?
Looks like that's what they're going for here.
Yeah, looks like he's going to take advantage
CM
of that.
going for 18. It's going to be 38.
Looks like Austin set it up. Set that up for a little bit too much time.
Oh, and it is finally now in phase 3. Dingo just sends it into it.
Like, that was the perfect time for that spike, and Dingo takes it back just like that. See?
Yeah, and almost identical drops per minute there. Very even in the speed. CM Dingo just prevailing a little bit more in the APM department there. I think Shen had just a couple too many misdrops. And, well, looks like...
Yep, Shen with that perfect clear, gonna send a pretty sizable chunk of damage
over
over
no, and
Dingo.
another misdrop there onto CM Dingo's board. I don't want this to turn into another game 1 of a lot of frantic zoning here early on, but it might have to be depending on the pieces here.
I want to say right now that you are very close to just jinxing it outright by saying something like that.
I have not learned my lesson from WPLC. I am sorry. Alright.
Quite frankly, I'm immune to the commentator's curse, as clearly shown here. No, but
there have been some scary moments.
Definitely precarious moments, but it still has not been cursed entirely.
Alright, it looks like Shen getting up to 14, wanting another T-spin, going to opt for the single and end zone there for a 40-line Perfectress. CM Dingo working their way up. No, and a misdrop, but that's still a 45 Deca Hexatress coming out from CM Dingo.
Yeah, that's some solid attack there from Dingo. Let's see what Shen can do here. Has a clean 09 stack here, left side well.
Yeah, again, Shen not really going to have to go for too many T-spins. Again, since CM Dingo is doing a lot of work to try and downstack. But again, that also means that Shen is able to build up a lot of zone meter really quickly, as we see it there already at max. And, well... Can I... I feel so bad that there's so many scenarios in top 16 here that players have had, like...
Dingo SDSD manages to bring it back though. Like,
oh wow! Okay.
Good recovery. Cancels out that damage. Sends a little to Shen here.
That
Shen
does
starting
send
off
it
by
into
that
phase.
Triple.
Yeah, but it's phase 3 though, so Shen forcing to have to do a very short zone.
Has another T-spin double there. Still playing pretty efficiently, just playing on top of this stack. The garbage incoming, though, is going to definitely be messy, so he better be ready for that. Let's see what Dingo can do. Alright, decent Tetris there, counting to 4. Very nice.
And Shen looks like they're trying to do a little bit of comboing here, but it's getting a bit difficult as CM Dingo is sending a lot of garbage. And it looks like another misdrop. They're going to need an eyepiece over there on the right. They do get it.
The T-spin double starting off that next zone. CM Dingo running that stuff. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's a
40 attack
zone, and it's a 40. There you go, and you can see Shen finally getting to the bottom of that garbage queue.
Shen's getting to the bottom of that garbage queue, but that's still a lot on the board you have to deal with. That's gonna be enough. Dingo's gonna take the next game. Oh, look at their stats. They are very close.
Yeah, not really, you know, dominating this tug-of-war match, but CM Dingo trying to close it out, trying to end it with a 3-1, does have advantage right now in the set, but again, knowing how quickly some misdrops can turn things sour, this is still anyone's condition here.
Yep, coming back just fine here.
Looks like Shen trying to send a lot of damage really quickly there since CM Dingo was up at the top of the board. However, it is not going to be that effective here as CM Dingo has taken full advantage of this clean garbage. Some nice T-spins here. Looks like CM Dingo waiting for opportune moment to try and transfer over to the side. Well, there we go. We see it now. As Shen is currently plowing through this zone here.
High zone here, getting that ulti. 53 attack.
Very nice ulti. CM Dingo waiting for that piece there, trying to get some more T-spins out as much as possible. A couple of misdrops going to make it harder, but that's also going to impact their ability to try and get through the zones quickly.
Dingo getting 44 attack here.
Alright, so still in it here. No!
Ooh, those misdrops are going to be very, very rough. Ooh, That's a potential Imperial Cross setup.
no,
Not quite. It's too tall. Oh no!
And the height killing CM Dingo there.
That's gonna cost that round. Bringing it down to game 5.
I know how it was like not the right Imperial Cross, but I like how you and CM Dingo picked that up at like the exact same time, and then also had to react to it.
I was like, see, the thing is, there was a part of me that was like, that can't be an Imperial Cross, is it? And I was like, no, the shape's right there. It should just be fine. No, and then there was the harrowing realization, and at that point, it was just too late.
Shen is putting on a lot of pressure here, forcing CM Dingo not to use these eyepieces. And that's going to be a very early zone.
Yeah, very early zone, but still some solid attack there. Like, ooh, 28. Shen here with a full zone, though. Clean board, full zone. This is definitely going to send a lot to Dingo.
CM Dingo didn't just miss a PC, did they?
I don't know, and quite frankly, I'm not one to comment on that kind of thing.
Okay.
64 attack ulti. Ooh, Dingo is a bit on the... Yeah, definitely on a bit of a... in a sticky situation here.
Oh, on the ropes.
Lots of upstacking here. That's gonna be kind of rough. We'll have to see what Dingo can do here. Not able to get that TSP zone. Gonna have to accept a lot of garbage here. That's very high up.
They're still alive, depending on how they counter the.
This is gonna be very close.
They're gonna have to pop a quarter zone here.
Ooh, that's gonna end early because of that block out. Oh, that was not the right place to put that S. Ugh. That is going to be game. Shen is going to take that 3-2.
And look at Shen's drops per minute there, exceeding all expectations beyond their previous matches here on stream. Shen really popping off trying to get that win. Wait, was that game 5 win? Yes, that was. That was decider. My goodness, what a set.
Dingo saying they're too nervous, and quite frankly, I can't blame you. When you've got opponents like that, like I quite honestly cannot blame you for being nervous there.
It's just that. Wait, hold on, wait. I want to like mash the keyboard, but I feel like I'm gonna accidentally close Discord if I do that, so I don't want to do that. I mean, I was less trying to.
Yeah, don't do that.
I was saying, leaves call.
I mean, your camera would still be up at least.
That is true, but then there would just be me and just like, I don't know how to do sign language. I can't. Yeah, it's just.
Wow. So. All right, and
So congratulations to Shen moving on to top 8 loser side. They will be, I believe, facing Lowell here for losers top 8. And I believe our last match to commentate on loser side here, losers round 5, will be Vince versus Mr. FAQ.
That's going to be a very interesting matchup as well. Both of these players, like Mr. FAQ, very familiar, like pretty familiar to Tetris Effect Connected. Vince definitely knows what he's doing in this game as well, but you know, I don't think has it down 100%.
Okay, we're learning Vince FAQ will not be streamed. However, that is a very, you know, just.
We will let you know the match results, but
just relocate to either Vince or Mr. FAQ and just watch the set there. I don't know. It'll be a good set.
Yeah, I guess it's been going on while we've been commentating this previous match.
Yeah, most likely. Just trying to get through that cumbersome losers bracket sometimes.
Yeah, we've got a lot of losers bracket stuff. We've got a lot in general. We're not even down to top 8 yet.
Well, that is the only match that needs to happen, and then we are solidified top 8 here. It looks like we're moving on to winner semifinals.
Blarg versus Jaden. This is going to be a good one.
All right.
All of these top 8 matches I expect to be like decent nail biters. Like real
Both of these players do know each other quite well, although I don't know if I've ever seen the TEC matchup between the two of them. Here we go.
I have either.
Looks like a I and an L start for both of them. Jaden with a couple of early missed drops.
Jaden's board looking a bit weird. Managed to clean it up. Gonna have to do a bit of down stacking because Blarg, with that early T-spin double and that DKI.
Yeah, some just very good fundies here from both Blarg and Jaden. Looks like Blarg going for that STSD there and managing to set it up. Going to keep that one a little bit open.
Yeah, setting up that thing. Yeah,
well.
Opting for that single to maintain that clean well access.
Yeah, it looks like neither player has really... well, okay, never mind. They're both zoning now. I was going to mention that neither player was really in a rush to start that zone, which I thought a little peculiar. However, definitely showing that... Oh, okay. Sorry, I looked over at Blarg's board and then realized it was at ground 0 after seeing
Yeah, Blarg sending a lot of that garbage to Jaden and keeping Jaden on her toes right here.
Alright, and Jaden making sure to match pressure with that T-spin triple build. And there you go. Blarg is now very high up on the board. Forced to take a couple
look at that reversal right there. Just sending it back.
Alright, it looks like Blarg going to be zoning here. Again, this zone looks to send it into phase 3. Going to see who is working on the out-efficiencying, if that's a verb. Oh, and it looks like Jaden's going to win that interaction. Blarg is up about half the board here, and Jaden has nothing but clean stack to work with.
Yeah, Blarg's got a lot of cleanup to do here if they want to come back from this.
Ooh, but Blarg does have the down stack.
There
you go. That is going to be very useful in trying to fend off some of these attacks here. Setting up for the Tetris as well. And Jaden still has quite a decent stack of their own, but Blarg has managed to match pace and down stack at the same time. Looks like Blarg, I believe, actually reaches max zone and just immediately is letting it rip right now. There we go, setting up some very interesting T-spin opportunities. Looks like a little bit of combo mixing in as well. Going to end at a 16 Decahexatris, but a 58 ulti coming out. And there we go, Blarg is back up to the top of the board. We don't want to say back to square one, but you could consider.
This is not square one.
So I said you could consider. But, oh, and Jaden also getting put on quite a lot of pressure, though, by Blarg, despite Blarg also in the act of down stacking.
Yeah. Both of these players, like, really just at the top here, and it's kind of just scary. Jaden's end of zone for Jaden, and kind of the following is just not going to be too hot. That might be the end. Yeah. Ooh, that eyepiece misdrop was really the killer there.
Jaden was actually flying here for this zone. Blarg having to take a little bit of a speed handicap from all the skimming, but managing to come back from that disadvantage into phase 3 and pull it out. Alright, and so looks like Blarg not really going for any particular stacking here. I think it might have been one of the other openers that I've forgotten the name of. Jaden seems to just be matching 6-3 here.
Indeed.
We've got chat asking which square in the matrix is indexed as 1.
Square 1 doesn't really have computing. It doesn't really refer to computing, it's kind of just a turn of phrase. So I would just assume it's the first one.
And looks like a little bit of a misdrop there on Blarg's board. Still going to end up with a 58 Perfectress. Jaden going sky high, trying to get some extra.
Getting that ulti, 47 attack. So yeah, it's going to be some garbage to accept.
Nothing that a little phase 2 is not prepared for, thankfully.
Got a bit of down stacking. Jaden is higher on the board, but you know has some fairly clean garbage, so still able to counteract pretty nicely.
Blarg is getting this scarily close to phase 3. Gonna have to see if... Alright, there we go. And Blarg zone's right before the phase 3 is about to hit.
Yeah, that T-spin incoming, very nice.
About 100 points.
Triple, Tetris, T-spin double. I'm talking like a Tetris Friends announcer.
Blarg is going for all of the credit here. 61 ultimate
attack, that's hefty. And Jaden doesn't have any zone, so she's gonna have to rely on some down stacking and digging combos here. Ooh,
Like they tried
it's gonna
to have
be a bit precarious. Gets a quarter zone. Is that gonna be enough to counteract the rest of the damage? It's gonna be able to counteract most of it. Down to an acceptable level.
Landing a Tetris as well, but Blarg, despite being very low on the board, is still ready to send out so much damage here.
Yeah, Jaden's doing a lot of down stacking. A lot of
and
trying to
Blarg is looking
survive.
for some. Blarg is looking to end it with some T-spin triples here.
Yep.
Jaden with a very nice S kick. Oh, and there it is.
That O misdrop was not misdrop. That just O placement was not very good. That's gonna bring it to game 3. Match point. Let's see if Blarg's able to sweep this or not.
Yeah, Blarg definitely wanting to solidify their spot in winners finals. Again, a very comfortable spot to be, guaranteed top 3. And even if you do go into losers, only having to do one more match in losers finals definitely takes a lot of pressure off trying to score very well for the tournament.
Oof, Jaden's board is not looking too hot.
Oh my goodness, and having to zone again!
This one should be a bit more efficient, 23 attack, but, you know, it's not great if you have to be zoning right off the bat like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, and...
Ooh, 19, are we gonna see a 20
2.
from Blarg? Yes, we are, 63 attack.
Oh, but Jaden actually has a...
Yeah, calculated the risk and took
plus. Oh, well. Oh, where's the TPs? Right there it is.
In sight, but, you know, there's still some other things here.
Oh my goodness!
Manages to come back from that. Wow.
And Blarg was not ready for that all being one.
Blarg wasn't ready. That counter was perfectly timed for Jaden. No sweep here.
No sweep, Blargies. We did it, boys.
But Jaden's got a reverse sweep in order to take this and move on in winners. Now, granted, if she does lose, she does have to go to losers. But, you know...
tremendously harder, and it's nice to be on winner's side.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot more comfortable, a lot less risky. Unless you know your opponent so much that you can predict the match results ahead of time. But in that case, you're being cocky.
Looks like Blarg going to be the first to zone here. Jaden having to do a little bit of cleanup there, but able to do so and get that board into a wonderful state. Blarg getting a T-spin on row 19 for a 57
Ooh,
perfected,
getting that
58 ulti.
Yep, that one line difference is visible right there. Definitely not putting Blarg at a detriment though, because Blarg has what looks to be like a bit of an... It's some sort of method. T-spin stacking. Not quite.
Maybe not method misdropping, but does look like Blarg is prepared with some nice T-spins there in the nick of time. However, that's a lot of garbage coming out from Jaden, and Blarg going for it, but can't rotate the enemies.
Not quite. That's gonna be it. Jaden coming back with a burning vengeance.
Oh my goodness! 150 drops per minute.
Oh my god. 150 drops per minute. Oh, goodness me.
Oh, and the reverse sweep is on the table now.
Both players getting that perfect clear.
And it looks like, for some reason, Jaden received one extra line because...
I believe that was from the combo.
Should have solved it better, yeah.
Or T-spin single. Will definitely look dumb when the VOD comes out.
I at least recognize that happened, alright? It's fine. See, Andy understands.
Alright, Blarg is... Okay, both players... I was about to say Blarg was on the ropes there, but I was a little slow. Kind of reversed it, and now it's on Jaden. Both players about even, both players starting their zone. It's going to be a competition to see who can be more efficient here.
13 with a Tetris there. Jaden having some very ill-timed S's, not really going to have a lot of options. 63 ulti from Blarg, but again, very, I don't want to, how do I say it, tanky stack from Jaden.
I guess I can see it. All right,
like,
there's
I didn't know how to phrase that.
Perfectly counting to 4 like a musician. Ugh.
Alright, and Blarg has
Good
actually
bounce
pushed
back.
it into phase 3 here. However, Blarg
Yeah,
has a
but-
quarter zone. Gonna have to
Jaden's
try it.
starting that zone right before the phase 3 transition. So yeah, this is gonna be phase 2 timer with that phase 3 garbage.
Alright, and if Blarg able to get the full zone before Jaden launches their attack here.
TST
However,
tower, my goodness. Ooh,
and,
that's something you don't see every day, anchor set.
And Blarg working through that entire
I know where this
zone.
is going. I know where this is going. Jaden.
Do you like where this is going?
Not particular. Oh, okay. Well, it's not going there anymore. I thought it was going to infinite TST, but oh, you're off the hook this time. You're off the hook this time. That was. Oh, I did not want to see that.
Some very creative stacking here on Jaden's side of the board.
Yep, gets that T-spin double very nicely.
Has been able to allow them to keep up with Blarg's incredible APM.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, both. Well, I guess Blarg is not quite at max zone, but it's not going to take long. And as I say it, there it is. Both players max zone. Is Blarg going to be the first to zone?
Yep, I think Jaden's going to bide her time here.
Oh, Jaden's actually going to 4-wide this zone.
The 4-wide.
Having to break combo almost immediately. However,
31 attack. That's not going to be enough.
Gets a corner zone. Able to still combo through it like a champ there.
Mm-hmm.
And
getting that down stack. Quite a bit of garbage in a bit of a precarious state. Let's see how well Jaden can down stack this.
Oh, gonna have to spend another quarter zone, but two misdrops
that
right
misdrop is gonna cost Jaden, unfortunately.
And
that is going to be another spicy 5-game match.
The reverse sweep is denied by Blarg there. Again,
Game,
I think it was
match.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see Jaden go for the very quick, just like 4-wide in zone. But I think it was the fact that there wasn't really a good continuation early on, and so right after the zone started, it was like there was really no chance to kind of build up a combo there, and so there was just not really a lot to do there, unfortunately. However, very well played by both Blarg and Jaden.
What a game! I mean, we don't see the end. We don't see the end of Jaden quite yet. Still got losers bracket to go through, and well, I mean, losers bracket is one hell of a thing to go through right now.
Yeah, Jaden will be sitting comfortably in top 6, awaiting the results of losers top 8 matches there. Which I guess, so Jaden's sitting in losers quarterfinals. There we go. Yes, I did my mental math right. Yoshimi Doremi will end up deciding the other member of losers quarters match here, which we will then leave Amane, Vince, Shen, and Lowell to decide who else advances in a top 6. Oh boy.
Here we go. Speaking of.
Alright, Yoshimi versus Doremi. Quite a matchup to see here. Winner will play Blarg in winners finals.
We've seen Doremi, Doremi has been Doremi's been on a very huge upward trend recently. Like, we've seen so much from him recently. Like,
it's saying
TCWC was like such a display.
Again, we commented on Yoshimi, making top 8 and making it to that incredibly high level.
Yoshimi's very capable with the zone, so there's no reason for her not to be, in the top 8 of a zone battle bracket like this.
Alright, and we can already see Doremi.
Oh, and already right off the bat, Yoshimi is on the ropes. Gonna have to do some just normal down stacking here. Has a full zone in time. Gonna be able to do something here. I think not the most efficient play, but still still a good amount of zone lines. We'll have to see if Yoshimi can pull off the curve like she usually can.
Oh my goodness!
Unfortunately, not quite. So close. That I don't think that T would have spun correctly. Ooh.
It's okay. It didn't matter. The spun before was the one that mattered, and it was beautiful.
Gonna have to accept a lot of garbage anyways. That was a bit of a risk. Took it.
Dorami just saying, you know what, we're gonna go with that weird little bit of a stack here, and we're just gonna turn it into something magnificent. There we go, as they are now back onto T-spin doubles. Not quite with back-to-back, but again, not really too much nervous about the stack here. Alright, looks like both players again at max zone. Yoshimi trying to decide what the best option is against the man, the myth, the legend, Dorami here. Oh, and an eyepiece misdrop. Unfortunately, I don't know how much that's...
It's gonna be quite costly, seeing as Dorami's playing super efficiently here. Yeah, look at that 1957 attack.
T-spin on top of that as well. However, Yoshimi able to get...
Yoshimi, not a lot of attack there. 43. Ooh, just barely squeezing by, getting that down stack going.
Are able to make that quarter zone work for them. Getting a Tetris, and looks like Dorami had a little bit of cleanup to do, so not going to have too much to counter there.
Ooh,
however, Dorami was...
double ready. Very high up on her board there, though. Ugh.
For a second.
Not a very comfortable situation to be in. You are in a very precarious spot there, Yoshimi.
T gets over, and another quarter zone.
Yeah.
Dorami just working up those T-spins again.
No.
And it's...
That S blocking that down stack was just gonna stop.
Yeah, and Dorami trying to... Dorami trying to outperform Yoshimi's drops per second there, showing absolute dominance for this matchup.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is just a standard start. Not a lot to say here.
Sorry if I went quiet there for a weird bit. My
you kind of went quiet
noises.
there. I wasn't sure. It was like it was a bit of dead air.
Well, looks like Dorami.
Apologies for that.
Considering what.
Ooh, Yoshimi's stack looking a bit odd here. Manages to count to 4, still gets a Tetris, but that's 12 lines. That's not
Dorami making another DT cannon and a T-spin triple on top of it.
Ooh, yeah. Look at this.
There we go. 18 lines. Going for big here. There's the
getting 20, 67 attack. Yoshimi has to do zone here, otherwise meet her fate. That's really high up. Not a lot of room to
but
work
Yoshimi's
with.
getting...
Got some decent skims out of that, but that's not a lot regardless.
There we go, but against... manages to stay alive through to the phase 3 transition here. However, Dorami has just been relentless with all of this pressure. There is no room for Yoshimi to make any error here. And even then, I don't know if there is room.
Yeah, look at Dorami downstacking very nicely. Yoshimi playing pretty well in the zone, but I think Dorami definitely has the advantage here.
Yeah, Dorami now beginning their zone. Again, just all the time in the world. 18 lines. Not quite going to get
49 attack. Yoshimi's gonna have to do a lot with a quarter zone here. Only 4 lines. Gonna be able to accept it, but that's not gonna put Yoshimi in a very good position here.
Oh boy, they're gonna have to do another quarter zone, but some very nice down stacking. However, that misdrop is not going to help.
Oof. Oh, look at this board state is not looking too great for Yoshimi. That's a lot of holes. That phase 3 garbage really just looking like cheese you put on a sandwich.
Yeah, washing machine a little bit earlier, but that does not mean that this board is clean at all, unfortunately.
Oof.
And Dorami starting a zone as well. So Yoshimi does have a bit of chance to try and downstack here, but Dorami is going for T-spin triples galore, trying to maximize that efficiency here. And Yoshimi has their work cut out for them. 50 attack Dodecatris, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of downstacking Yoshimi has to do here. In the meantime, try to find a good wine to pair with this cheese.
This options are running out, but never mind. Skims are still working here.
Yoshimi is really persistent here. I have to respect this endurance. Like,
This is
I
wild.
don't.
It's
I
another.
legitimately. I don't understand how someone's been able to survive for this long with this like seemingly endless supply of garbage.
Oh, it's like force the quarter zone again.
Like it's quarter zone
no
after
resources.
quarter zone, but Yoshimi seems to. Oh, never mind. I didn't say it. It didn't finish. That's not cursed.
Okay, yeah. You basically with like
oh my
no
goodness,
resources.
That endurance from Yoshimi was nutty.
Oh my goodness! It's like there are not a lot of scenarios where players have shown their persistence.
That was like
as Yoshimi just did in that matchup.
That was like the most dangerous game of Purify for Yoshimi.
Looks like Dormy doing a little bit of triple double openers here. I don't think it was MS2, but it looked like it.
I don't think either player is the kind to do MS2.
One of those openers.
Yeah, one of those fancy wild openers, you know. At this point, they're just like foreign to me like chess.
Looks like Yoshimi is going to be the first one to zone here.
Yeah, getting 18. Let's see. Yep. I think she's going to try to fish for that curb. Fishing for that curb. Unfortunately, nothing there. Had to settle for 43 and 19, 47 in 18 from Dorami.
Oh no,
that's not a good state to be in.
Oh, no skim options available, unfortunately.
Yeah, Dorami's gonna take that with a clean sweep, 3-0. But I mean, Yoshimi's still got losers bracket to go through.
Yep, and so we now have our winners finals, top 8, top 6, all decided here. Oh, sorry, the beep thing happened again. I hope my computer is not like telling me it's gonna blow up or something. Sorry about that.
Right, yeah. Looks like we got winners final set. We've got winners final set. We just need these guys in losers bracket to even things up. However, we are streaming every single match, so it will be taking it will take some time. Oh my god, that survival from Yoshimi in those last rounds. Like, I'm
very shocked that was what happened, because that was not easy.
What?
I mean, there's a reason this is top 8,
it was just constantly, like, it was down stacking at the same pace as Yoshimi was receiving garbage. And it was just kind of like just this constant, like, just this perpetual machine that was going on. It's, that was so terrifying to watch. It was like, is Yoshimi gonna top out? Is Yoshimi gonna be able to get through this? It was so hard to tell. But Dorami was just persistent with that pressure. It was just unfortunate that Yoshimi couldn't break ahead with those zones.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, we still got all of losers bracket to go through.